Hello, Tarot Tube. So I'm back. We're going to do some more Garden Arcana with Candy and Thea. And we've got the next 3 cards. I am running behind, but that's because we've had some really funky weather here in the Northeast, and I just didn't think it, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. So let's get ready to go on out into the garden and do our next 3 cards. We are starting with the Chariot. So I'm coming out this way, so you can see that I start right away. My garden starts right away. Look, the nasturtium is getting ready to come out and play, and so is my little chamomile. All right, our first card here is Strength. So let's just take a look. Yeah, you can see it's the full thing here. Strength. So we've got this one and this one and this one. And you know what? I will put links to the decks that I'm using here. So down in the comment section below. But let's go on out here and find our Strength plant. Now, I know what it was going to be. I've known forever because I have a very, very strong feeling about my Strength card. And I'm going to move recycling and stuff aside. So my Strength card is the Dandelion. You can't get rid of this thing. It is part of my garden, and I stopped trying. I now embrace the Dandelion, and yep, the Dandelion is my friend, and it is everywhere. So here it is growing in a little, like, how are you even doing that? So it's the paved driveway, the asphalt, the brick of the steps, and there it is. It's like, I'm coming, I'm gonna be here. Now let's see if we can just find it a few places. So here it is again, and I believe it's coming out. We're having the full exciting handheld camera activity here. And as I'm not much of an editor, we just have to hope for the best. So let's see. I guess I have to learn how to edit one of these days. And my neighbor just pulled up, so I might say hi. There we go. I'm not seeing it here, but it's everywhere, y'all. Just in all of its different layers and phases of development. This one is a strong little plant. Oh, isn't this funny? So we had thunderstorms yesterday, and before that we had really inhospitable weather, so I really haven't been wandering around very much out here. If we're lucky, we'll see my baby bunnies. I say they're mine, they're not mine. I go ahead with them. And it's funny because when I walk around on the ground in my grass, which, as you can see, I'm not a huge grass fan. It's very bumpy because I've got chipmunks and all kinds of things that burrow around. All right, Dandelion does not want to play in my front yard. We're going to go find it in the back. So if you saw one of my earlier videos, you'll see how much my 3 sisters are growing here. These 3 sisters are the indigenous planting of corn, squash, and beans. So I started this plot was all from little starters from the garden center, and this one I started this one from seed just to see what would happen. You know, I'm not, sorry about that, that probably moved kind of fast. I'm not really great at transplanting starters, so all right, well, against all odds, we just don't have a lot of dandelion to show today, but we did see some. Here's another one. Okay, let's see what's next. Here's our dandelion card. We'll leave that next. So our next one is going to be the Chariot. So here we go. There's one Chariot, and I think we found it right now just because of where I am. And here's another. This is pretty. This is the chain link fence around my vegetable garden because I'd like to have some of the vegetables, that's why. I've got groundhogs that are ferocious. And here's another Chariot. And we're going to put it right here by this beautiful Morning Glory. So I started Morning Glories, I'm going to say probably 4 years ago, from seed. And well, they just love it here. I don't have to replant them. They come back every year. Let's go into my veggie garden and look at them. I say it's my veggie garden, but there's more flowers than veg. So here we go. Here it is. And now it's very small. It's not really doing much. But once they get going, once they take off, they are going to climb up this fence. They're going to go across all the way. Then they'll come over here and go around. They are the most amazing things, this Morning Glory. And it gives me so much pleasure when I wake up in the morning and it's a hot morning and I go outside to have my cup of tea, and there it is, ready to say hello to me. Let's get going. It's a new day. Let's bloom. Let's get out there and get after it. Here is a dandelion. Dandelion, the tooth of the lion. See how it looks like a lion's? This my asparagus is being crazy and falling over. So let's see if I can get the good shot of this. I don't know. It needs a solid background, right? There we go. That's better. So see how the leaf is kind of sharp and tooth-like? So this is the dandelion, the tooth of the lion, dent. I love dandelion. And look at this. This just started blooming. Just. Here's the asparagus. You know, kind of what I'm enjoying about this Garden Arcana season is we just kind of, once we get out here, we just like talk about whatever's going on. So here's this asparagus. This is what it looks like after it stopped being something that you eat. It just kind of goes up. And I'm sure there's some kind of great care thing I should be doing with it, but I really love this feathery, it's practically a tree. Look how tall it is. It's like, I'm guessing that's about 7 feet it goes, and then it falls over like this one did over here. Just makes me happy. My daisies are starting to bloom. Here's my shadow self, which is a happy shadow self right now. All right, forgive the crazy handheld camera work because we're going back over to find the next cards, which are waiting for us here. Here they are. Here's my hose that I didn't put away. I can sometimes be a bit of a chaotic gardener. All right, here is our last card in this little series. It's the Hermit. And honestly, I've been a bit of a hermit lately. It's sort of a combination of the weather and just my response to what the world is offering to me right now, which is not always a fun thing. Yeah. Okay, so here's our Hermit. And let's not forget that the Hermit does have a little light there, right? In all of these cards, our Hermit has a light. And let's see what ooh, I've got it. All right, I apologize because this part of the garden definitely needs work. I've got, look, my extension cord is here because I use an electric weed whacker and I didn't put that away. So many things that I didn't put away. Here's my Hermit. Now, if I'm remembering this right, it's called Lamium. I hope I'm telling you the right thing. So this I started as just from a little starter pack 2 or 3 years ago, and it's being very kind to me, and it just keeps coming back. And because of the colors, because of these beautiful variegated leaves that have this light color, and because of the pink bloom, I can see this very clearly. There's my light, my Hermit's light. Sort of no matter what is going on with the weather or the time of day or night, I can see this plant and enjoy it. And this is in this area of my garden where I've created this little quiet place where I can sit and be mostly undisturbed. And there's a door here. So, you know, at the right times of day and stuff, I just open the door and I have a little table there where I can sit and read and study. And I can see out here, so I can see this beautiful little hermit plant from inside the house, but it's just so small and sweet and little, and not, it doesn't make a big fuss about stuff. It's just here. It's just here. And look, I've got a little feather, would like to say hello to us. Hard to say which bird that's from because I've got so many birds, and honestly I just don't really know who they all are. Let's say hello to my beautiful ornamental hair. It gives me so much pleasure. Another beautiful thing, not a hermit, very much observable, but giving me a lot of pleasure from my house. So let's just sit here in my little quiet place, sitting down. And that blue pot is I make a little water feature out of that, and I just haven't set it up yet because we just haven't had the really warm weather, so it's just sitting there waiting for its turn. We'll contemplate my meters. So I had solar panels put on, and now I've got these big old ugly meters on the outside, but I guess it's worth it, and there's not really much I can do to camouflage it that wouldn't involve a lot of money that I don't have to spend at this point. So we'll just close this out looking at my little hermit plant. Very quiet over here in my little quiet corner, being beautiful, shining a light. I hope that contemplating these cards in the garden and outdoors is giving you something to reflect on. I hope it's encouraging you to get out there and, get out there and think about, but just have your feels, just have your thoughts, get outside and reflect. Being outside is just really one of the good things, whether you're an active gardener or you're just out there. And I would just want to thank Candy and Thea for starting this series. I'm just enjoying it so much. I'm enjoying watching everybody's, and I'm enjoying making them. Take care, be well, and I hope you find something beautiful that makes your heart sing today.